Hey everyone, this is Michelle with Foxy Chick Designs and Magnolia Design Company with another fun DIY project for this evening. How is everyone doing tonight? Hope everyone had a good Monday. Just getting this pulled up here so I can see comments. I do. I hope everyone had a good Monday. My Monday was pretty good. We are going to really have some fun tonight. I hope you guys will enjoy the project tonight. Hi Mary, welcome. Hi Darlene, welcome. Welcome. Alright. Okay. Alright, we're just getting started here, just getting this tagged into my group. And then we are going to get started. Oh, really? I can't spell. Cannot spell. Oh well. Oh well. All right. So we are going to get started here. Tonight I thought that we would create a tiered tray. I know they're real popular right now, and I don't have one. So I thought that I would show you guys how to create one, and then we're also going to make some cute little gnomes for on our tiered tray. So this live is going to be, I'm going to try to move along as fast as I can, but it is going to be a little lengthy because we are going to be putting together the tiered tray and then doing the little gnomes. So I don't either. Mary, you don't either what? Oh, you don't know how to spell. Okay, now I got it. Sorry. That took me a minute. Took me a minute to catch up. So I want to show you some of the products that I have pulled to create the tiered tray. The tiered tray itself is 3 pieces, and so the bottom is going to be this pizza pan from the Dollar Tree, and all of the stuff that I'm using to create this pizza pan is actually from the Dollar Tree. I bought everything from the Dollar Tree. And then I have this 2-pack of burner cover sets, and it comes with a 10-inch and an 8-inch. So, and this one actually says, live every moment with joy and laughter. And we're going to go ahead and paint over these and use them as part of the tier tray. Then the tiers I'm going to put together with these cute little glass vases that I also found at the Dollar Tree. And then I think we might use some nautical rope. I also pulled out some ribbon, as I'm not sure what all we're going to use in this tier tray, but I'm really excited about putting one together. The paint that we're going to be using tonight is Waverly Chalk Paint in the color Cashew. And then we're going to be using some different colors of the chalk paste for our cute little gnomes, and I'm actually going to paint them the cashew color as well. And then we'll probably use some black. I'll end up pulling out some colors to do our gnomes, once we're to that point. I haven't really thought of all the colors that I want to use just yet. So first things first, before we get started, if this is the first time that you're catching me live and you've never seen this girl's face before, if you will comment with a number 1. I like to know who my newbies are, just so that I can welcome you guys and see if you have any questions. Number 2, if you have joined us live and you're just joining us again, if you will comment with a number 2. I just like to know who my regulars are. And for the most part, I can pretty much tell by the names that are coming in. Number 3, if you are a Magnolia Design Company creator, if you will comment with a number 3. I like to know who my fellow creators are. Mary, where did I get my wooden gnomes? My wooden gnomes you can buy off of my website. They come in a set just like this. There are wooden ones like this, and then there are actual shelf setters. I want to say that slowly. Shelf setters that are white that you can get. Okay, you're a fellow creator, so you can get them off of your website, off of your back office. You might want to check that out, because there are two different kinds of shelf setters. These guys are not shelf setters. These guys are just real thin little cutouts. But there are actual shelf setters in the gnomes that go with the gnome stencils that we have. All right. So now that we've gotten that all squared away, we are, yeah, shelf sitters. Thanks, Teresa. Welcome, welcome. Yes, shelf sitters. Anyhow, say that 5 times fast. That'll get you for sure. All right, so I'm going to just get these open here, and I'm going to pull off the paper for the pizza pans, and then I'm going to turn you guys down so that you can see exactly what we're working on here. And I'm gonna, hold on, I need to pull this up. There we go. I gotta flip you upside down first. There we go. Alright. There we go. Okay, so we have this pan here, and then we'll end up putting this in the middle, like so. And then we'll end up gluing this little guy on like so, and then we'll end up putting this guy the same place and gluing this guy on top. So hold on, I can't see comments at the moment. Hi Kimbrel, welcome. So this is how our little tier tray is going to work, but we are going to get some painting done first, and then we will start assembling this. And I do have some E6000 that we're going to use, as well as some, what do you call it, hot glue. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start off with painting my little gnomes here. So we're going to get this cashew colored chalk paste opened. And I'm just going to use, just dip my brush in here, get some paint on, and I'm going to just go ahead and get these guys painted up. And I am going to paint both sides because they are going to go on my little tier tray. So I want them to look really awesome from both sides. So I am just going around the top here as well. And it may take a coat or two to get them really just the way I like them. Alright. this a little bit and get the rest of this. It's okay. I'll end up having messy fingers, but that is okie dokie. So now I'm just going to paint the back. And I'm only going to stencil on one side, but I do want the back to look finished. Ugh. Getting this all over me, which if you've watched me any length of time, you know this girl is not a clean crafter at all. Okay, so now, yeah, I didn't quite think that through of where I'm going to sit these guys. Well, you know what? We're just going to... I was going to just set these aside and let them dry while I was painting the rest, but I guess that isn't going to happen. So we're just going to pull out the handy dandy little heat tool here, and we're going to get some of this dried up. I just, yeah. I really didn't think this through, you guys. Which, what else is new? I go by the seat of my pants sometimes. So I think that guy is dried enough that I can move on to the next little guy here. That's the girl gnome, and here's the boy gnome. And this stuff doesn't take long to dry at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do around the edges here, and then I'll wait until it dries, and then I'll do the back. Which, had I been smart the first time, I would have done that with the first one. What are their names? Trace, that's a good question. I do not have names for my gnomes. That's what we can do. You guys can pick names for the gnomes. What size of glasses did you use in between the trays? Let me see here, and I can tell you. They were actually little vases. Let me see if it says on here. Diameters are 4.9 inches by 3.9 inches. So, got these just at the Dollar Tree, and Peggy and Paul, I like it. I just liked the way it kind of curved here, and I couldn't find, most people use those really tall candlestick holders, and I I could not find any of those. So that's why I kind of went with something a little bit different for my tier pieces. Just one, to make it mine, you know, to make it unique, and two, because I couldn't find what everybody else uses. So I just decided to go with what I could find. But I did. I found them all at the Dollar Tree. Okay, so now we're gonna get started with this guy, and we're just gonna get a generous coat all the way around here. Get this all nice and painted up. And actually around the top here, I'm not really worried because that's where we're going to put the nautical rope. So I just want to get a real good coat on here. I'm going to go ahead and get this dry a little bit because I think I'm going to put another coat on here. Kimbrel, the paint that I'm using is Waverly chalk paint in the color Cashew. Oh, you're welcome. Kimbrel, this has really become my new favorite paint. You could use just like the regular apple barrel that you get from Walmart. Oh, thanks, Teresa. You can use just the regular apple barrel that you can get at Walmart for like 50 cents. And that's what I used to use all the time. But then as I was watching different crafters and stuff, and they were using this, and it covered really nicely, that's why I kind of moved over to this, to where I'm using the Waverly chalk paint. I like it so much better. You're not a crafty person. You know what? That's the nice thing about the products that I use and I sell, Teresa. You really do not have to be a crafty person. It's done for you. When you see, when I do the gnomes, how easy the chalk paste is to use on the stencils, and then literally, and you know what? Usually I don't clean up on camera, but I will tonight so you can see just how easy they are to clean up. And you can make your own home decor and gifts to give away, and it really is easy. I mean, it can be done with kids, and you do not have to be, that's the nice thing about it, is you do not have to be a crafty person at all. And it just looks like you went to Hobby Lobby or Michael's or something like that to actually purchase, you know, the products that you're making, the projects that you're making. And I love that about Magnolia. So I'm just going to come back in here now and get this all, not all dried up, but I want to get a good portion of it dry. And then I'm going to go ahead and get the nautical rope on this one. I'm going to do each layer as I'm creating it. Some people just would paint them all and then just start assembling. And you can do it that way if you want to. I just like, I don't know, I just like to craft, and I like to be on here with you guys, and I love your interaction and the questions that you ask, and that's why I'm coming live on Monday night, because I've been really excited about, you know, crafting with you guys. And so, because normally I'm live on Tuesdays and Thursday nights, but I'm trying to finagle in, yeah, that was real smart, finagle in, you know, Monday and Friday as well. Not sure how well that's going to go, but that is what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to go live more with you guys, you know, with more projects, and so that you guys can see, you know, just how amazing, you know, the Magnolia products are. Uh-oh. Phone's about to die. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Could you bring me my charger? What? Can you bring me my charger? Sorry, y'all. I didn't realize that my phone was that close. But I just got a notification. What? Charger.
I still don't understand what you're saying.
My charger. My phone charger. I took it out to the living room last night because I was having a tough time sleeping and forgot to bring it back with me, because normally it's plugged in right next to me here. So I am so sorry that you all had to hear that. So now I'm just getting this started with just a little bit of hot glue. Thank you. All right. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me get my phone plugged in here. Alright, there we go. Alright, let me get you guys squared back in here. And lose a cord. There we go. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Alright, so now what we're going to do is I am going to turn this pan around, and I'm just going to go all the way around the pan with a little bit of hot glue. Just to give the pan a cute little border. Just like so. All right. Oh, I like how this is turning out so far. All right. And these cute little trays can be really set anywhere. If you have an island, they can be set on an island. They can be set on your kitchen table. They can be set on a shelf. I know that they're a big rave these days, and I know to try to buy them, they can be pretty expensive. But literally, with just to do the tray, if I wasn't doing the gnomes or anything like that, just with 3 trays, it would be, the pizza pan was $1, these guys were $1, so that's 2, the nautical rope is $1, 3, and then if you just got some cheap Walmart paint to, paint your trays with, you're looking at like $4 or $5 to make yourself, versus I know they're like 40, like anywhere from like 30 to like $50, depending on where you buy them at, is what I've heard. Okay, so now we're almost done with the nautical rope. And I will be making them to sell if anyone is interested in one and you don't want to make it yourself. I will be selling, I will be making these to sell. Okay. Okay. So there's the bottom little pan of our tier tray. And I got something on the tray. So I'm going to just go ahead and, did you ever reveal where you got your gnome cutouts? Yes, I did. Kimbrel, let me see. Are you a Magnolia creator? Mary, the cord is from Dollar Tree as well. It's their white nautical rope. Alright, so this guy I'm going to set aside to let that new little spot dry. And while we're working on the next tier of our tray. And I'm going to just set the rest of this cord aside, because I may use it on some. I may not. I don't know. Kimbrel, are you a Magnolia creator? If you're a creator, you can get it on your back office. If you're not a creator, then you can get them from me. Okay, so you are a creator. Then you can get them from your back office. There's white ones that are actual, what do you call it? Shelf sitters. And then there's these little wooden guys as well. And I had some of these little wooden guys, so I thought I would do them up and make the first item for my tier tray. Oh, okay. Okay, now I know who you are. Okay, sorry. Okay, so how did you come up with Michelle Hare and your name is Kimbrel Arnold? Or is Kimbrel your TV stage name? That's one I'm kind of interested in. I'd love to hear the story behind that. Hi, Roxy. Welcome. All right, so now here's the second part of our tier tray. And I'm just going to go in and paint this all up. What am I done? Yeah, we're just going to cover this all up. Oh, okay. Oh, you're under Michelle. Okay, now I get it. Sorry. Blonde moment. Michelle's your upline. Now I get it. Now I get it. Now I get it. Now I get it. Okay, I thought you were saying that you had two names. I'm like, how in the world did you do that? Okay, now I get it. Sorry, y'all. It's... Alright. So we're just going around here, painting this all up. Alright, let's see. Did I get it all? Oh, nope, missed one little spot here. Okay. So, I'm going to lay that down. Try to dry this up. Oh, it's Monday. Yes, yes, it's Monday. And it's been a crazy one. So I'm just going over a little bit to get this dried up just a titch, and then I'm going to go over with a second coat. All right. Oh, hey, Dad. My dad just popped on and is watching now. So just getting another quick coat on here. So now we have this all nice and painted. I'm going to go ahead and actually, I'm not going to hold it while I'm drying it. Hey Darlene, welcome. And then we just have the small piece yet to paint. And then we will be moving right along. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, just be careful when you're drying the pans here, because it can get pretty hot. Okay, so we're done with that, and I'm trying to think. I think I should paint the inside as well. So we're gonna just lay that down, and we're gonna go ahead and get this inside painted as well. I think we are good. Just going around this edge, this outside edge here. And then we're going to set this aside to dry. I have a feeling I'm scratching up the underside, which that would not be surprising to me at all, because that's just what I do. Yep. Alright, so I'm going to flip this over a second, make sure I didn't scratch. Okay, good, I didn't. Fabulous. Okay, so now we're going to set this guy aside to dry. Just sit him over there. And then we're going to pull this guy in. And I'm actually going to paint the inside first. And then I'll go to the outside. So I'm just trying to get this all painted without getting my fingers, but good luck with that. Alright, so we're just about done with painting all of our pieces. And then all we need to do when we're done with painting our pieces is just assemble this guy. Alright, so we've got that side. So now I'm just gonna come over here and work on this side. And we're just gonna get this side all painted. And around the top of this, we're going to go ahead and put some ribbon. am going to throw another little coat on here in a couple little areas because I can still see the teal through there. And I don't want to see anything that was underneath. And they've got different ones at the Dollar Tree. They've got ones with the rooster on it. They have the one that I got. I didn't see just any plain ones, but they may have them at your Dollar Tree. All right. Okay. So there is that. So we are done. I think we're done. Let me see. Are we done with the paint? Yeah, I think we're done with the paint. One of these days I will be a clean crafter, I promise. So I'm going to go ahead and close up my paint because I know me and I'm the type that will spill it. And then I'm just going to grab a baby wipe and trying to clean up my hands a little bit, especially when I start working with the stencils. I do not want any of this paint on my hands. So I'm going to just take a second while this is all drying and clean up my hands. Just so that I can be a little bit cleaner when I'm messing with my stencils. Alright, so I'm just giving this a minute to dry while I'm cleaning up my hands. And then I'm going to add just some of this lace ribbon around the outside of this top layer and the middle layer. And then we are going to work on getting this all put together, and then we will do our gnomes. Oh, I cannot wait for you guys to see this all put together because it's going to look really awesome. Alright, so now that I've given that a little bit of time to dry, I'm going to go in and zap it with my heat tool, and that way we can move on to this ribbon. So does anybody think that they're going to go ahead and make one of these for themselves? If you do, if you decide to take this idea and make one, please send me a picture of it just so that I can see how you did yours. Because you can paint them any color to match whatever, wherever it's going to sit. You can decorate it any way you want. I've seen people use like the farmhouse beads and put around the edge. So I would really love to see how everyone created theirs if you decide to make one of these of your own. Alright, so I'm just working in here to try to get this dry. And I think we're just about there. That's not what I wanted to do. I just put my fingers in it. So I'm going to try to touch this up real quick. There we go. Going to get this all dry. I don't want to start sitting things inside when the paint's still wet. Okay, so I think we're all dry here. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and open up my ribbon. And I got this ribbon as well at the Dollar Tree. So really, this whole project tonight, minus the gnomes, will have been made from the Dollar Tree. Alright, so where did the end go? Oh, there it is. Okay. So, and I'm going to grab my little finger protector because I do not want to burn myself. And I'm going to start right here. And I'm going to just take this ribbon and lay it down here. Just lay that down like so. And then I'm going to just peel some of this back. Put some more glue down. And I'm just going to run this around the outside of this little pan. Yes, I will. I just have to put it on my list for Dollar Tree supplies. Okay. Well, if you make one, Kimbrel, please send me a picture just so I can see. And I like to see when somebody takes an idea that I share, and this is not an original idea with me. I basically went to YouTube and Googled 3-tier tray, and there's a dozen different little ideas of how to make them. And so I just decided I was going to get the stuff. I was going to make one. And I'm really excited about it. Because I've seen a lot of people making different things for their tier trays. And I just thought it would be nice to make one of my own. Alright. So we are just about all the way around. And this is just to finish off this little edge here. You can use nautical rope, twine, whatever you wanted to use. But I just thought it would look really cool to use this ribbon that I got. Alright, like I said, we are just about done here on this piece. Sorry y'all, my connection's being a little crazy here tonight, and I'm not quite sure why. Not too sure why I'm having an issue with the connection. Alright, so now I have this section done. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just cut that off, just like that. Okay, so there's there's our top tray. And then I think I'm going to pull this middle tray in here, and I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put this ribbon around it. I like this ribbon. I'm not sure why I like it so much, but I think I'm going to do the ribbon on the top two trays, and then I'll have the nautical rope around the bottom. So we're going to start right here. And we're going to start just up here at the top. And we're going to work our way all the way around. I wish there was a way I could speed this process up for you so that you didn't have to sit here and watch me do this whole little process, but I'm sorry, I don't know how to do that. So I'm just working my way around with this really cute. And some people also paint their like the candle holders in between. I'm not going to. I'm going to let them clear. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm concentrating on this and not saying a word. For those of you that are watching that have never tried out Magnolia Design Company products, I would love to get some of the products in your hands. With a Try Me kit. I have some Try Me kits available, and they are $8. I also want to let you guys know, for those of you that don't already know this, I have an Etsy shop, and it is also foxychickdesigns.etsy.com, and I would love, for you guys to go over there and check that out. That is something that's fairly new to us. We just recently got that up and running. All right. So now we are done with this piece. Now it's time to start assembling this little bad boy. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and roll up our little twine here and set this off to the side. You know what? I have a little wet spot here that I want to go ahead and get dry. Because once I have this together, it's going to be very hard for me to touch up some of the paint if I mess it up. So I want to make sure that this is all totally dry before I start assembling. Okay, so now we're going to pull in, actually, I want to check out my little Nomi guys, my Nomi girl. Okay, so they're all good, so they're ready to be used. So now I'm going to pull in my pizza pan, And let's see, is this dry? Nope. So I got it. I still have a little wet spot here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and dry up, and then we're gonna get to putting this crazy thing together. Alright, so now that is all dry. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab our first little jar, and I am going to put some E6000 and some hot glue around the edge. I'm hoping I have enough of the E6000. So I'm just going around this edge like so, and then I'm going to come in with the, actually I want to grab a new hot glue stick, and I want to go around this edge with some hot glue. I do want to work fast because the hot glue will set pretty quickly. Okay, so now I'm going to just take that and I'm going to sit it right there in the center. And I'm going to kind of go around here a little bit. To kind of make sure that this is... And nobody's really going to be looking in here to see it, but I just want to make sure that this is well set. Before I move on. So I'm going to just sit here and hold this down for a few seconds. Okay, so there, it's sitting. So I just want to make sure that this has a chance to set, and the hot glue will set first, and then the E6000 will sit next. And what you could do too, if you wanted to, is fill the inside of your jar with something, marbles, like those river rocks, to make it look, just cleaning off the extra hot glue boogies that like to get on it. Alright, so I think that's good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my E6000 and I'm going to put a bunch down here on around the edge of this glass, and then I'm going to take some more hot glue and go around here and then I'm going to take our next little piece and I'm going to sit it right on top like so. And that's hot from the hot glue gun. Let me just tell you. think oh, I don't think I got this centered very well. Actually, I know I didn't. Okay. There, I think I've got it centered a little bit better there now. So I'm just kind of letting that, actually I'm gonna, whoa, okay, this is what I'm gonna need to do. I'll go ahead and peel that up. I know I have that E6000 has not set yet, and I'm getting it all over my fingers, so that's okay. That is okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put some more of the E6000 around here. Okay. And I'm going to grab some more hot glue here. Sorry y'all, I'm a little off camera here. But what I'm going to do then is I'm going to take this and I'm going to sit it on like so. There we go. That is much better. And then I'm going to take my hot glue gun and I'm going to glue around here. Hopefully yours will go together a lot better than mine did. I just want to make sure that it's nice and I just want to make sure that it's nice and centered, which it may not be, but we're just gonna go with it. We are just gonna go with it. So I'm just letting this sit for a few minutes and I'm just pushing down on it. There we go. Because I really want this to sit well. Okay. So there is 2 pieces of our tiered tray. Now we just have the cute little top part to put on. Okay, I was like, that is the top, right? Yes, it is. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And so now, I think what we're going to do is glue it to here and then glue it to there. Yes, I think that's a great idea. Sounds wonderful. Alright, so I'm going to sit this aside so that it can kind of dry a little bit. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my E6000 and I'm going to go along this edge. Just, sorry if I'm out of frame. I am not sure why I'm losing connection. It's driving me crazy though. I keep seeing it on my laptop that it's interrupting. Okay. Alright, so there's that. And then I'm going to just come in with some hot glue. And go that edge. All right, and we are gonna just sit this right here in the middle. And I'm just gonna hold that there for a second or two. And I'm gonna go around this outside edge just to get some more hot glue down, because nobody's really gonna see up underneath here, because this is gonna be the underneath. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna hold that down and give it a second or two to set. We've been live an hour. I appreciate you guys hanging in here with me. The gnomes won't take me all that much. I don't think it's your internet. I had to answer a text, and when I checked it, your video was spinning. Oh, okay. It only does it when I try to check something else on my phone. Oh, okay. Good deal. On my, because I have my laptop open for comments, because I film with my, or I record with my iPhone, and then I pull up YouTube or pull up Facebook so that I can see, you know, comments and stuff, and I'm not having to, you know, be a contortionist to see the comments on my phone. So it kept saying every now and then, video interruption. So I'm glad that it's not coming across like that for you guys. Okay, and so there is the next tier, and you could actually make little tiers, you know, just like what you see here. You don't have to, you know, stack them and make like you could do a 2-tier or a 3-tier like I'm going to do, or you could just do 1 tiers, and these would be really cute to. Hey ladies, just jumping on. Hope you had a good day. Hey Michelle, welcome. Thanks for popping on. You're catching the tail end of a 3-tiered tray and some wooden magnolia gnomes that we're going to put together to make the first little piece to go on my 3-tier tray. So thank you so much for popping on. I appreciate it. Okay, so now here's the first 2 tiers, and so now we're going to get this guy going. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the glue and stuff on the bottom here, and then I'm just going to sit it on top, and that will be the end of our tier tray, and then we'll get working on our cute little gnomes. Alright, so again, I'm just grabbing my E6000, and I am just getting a little bit, I'm starting to run out of the E6000 until I've used it a lot. Sorry, I'm out of frame here a second, guys. Just trying to get this squeezed on here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put my lid back on my E6000. What's left of it. And then I'm going to come back in with some hot glue. Just getting that all around here and down here in the middle. Okay. And so now we're going to take this and we're going to sit it right here in the middle, and we're going to push down so this can adhere. I'm going to go ahead and grab another glue stick, and I'm going to go in here and just Just put another thin layer of hot glue. Whoop. And around here, just so it'll give it a little bit more of a adhesive anchor, because I really don't want this coming apart. This is actually going in my house because I do not have one of these yet. And so I am just gonna hold this here for a few seconds just to let this set and dry, and then I just want to let the hot glue dry, because the E6000 will take a little bit of time to dry, and I'll let this sit, you know, overnight before I really do anything with it. Alright, so there we go. So here is our cute little 3-tier tray, and once I am done with the gnomes, I'll take you guys off my tripod and, you know, you guys can see exactly how this looks. So I'm going to move this out of the way so that it can dry. Okay. Now for the fun. Now we're going to get some Magnolia Design Company products involved here, because we've got these cute little gnomes. And we are going to play with them. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Alright, so Magnolia has these cute little gnomes, and they also have gnome add-ons. So the original gnome set comes like that, and this. These are our little, okay. So that one's good. This guy, forgot to paint him. So we're gonna have to go back in and paint this other side of Mr. Gnome. And I just want to get this glue cleaned up off my desk, because I do not want my stencil sticking to it or this getting into my stencils, because that will make me crazy, because I love my little gnomes. So I'm going to crack back open our cashew paint, and I'm just going to quickly paint this guy up. There we go. We got him all painted. So now it's just a matter of getting him dry. Alright. Whoop. So I'm going to move. That is why I clean up my hands, because I just got paint on my gnome. So I'm just going back in, getting this all dried up. And this won't take very long to dry at all, which is another reason why I love the Waverly chalk paint, is because it does not take a whole lot to dry. Okay, this is all good. Oh, no. Got some mess over here yet. And some over here yet. Okay. So, what I'm going to do, because I think there were a couple little globs, is I'm going to grab another one of these little wipes, and I'm just going to go around here because I think there are just some globs that ran off the side, and I just don't want to have to wait for them, but I don't want them getting on my stencil either. Okay, so there we go. I just want to make sure that all this that's on my hands is dry so that I don't get any more on my stencil, which I'm going to try and get off here. There we go. Good deal. Alright, so now both of our little gnomes are all nice and dry here. So we're going to take our cute little girl gnome, and I'm going to pull up my tacky towel. And we have this nice little tacky towel from Magnolia. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay this on here a few times and get some lint on it and pull it up. And then I'm going to stick this down just like so. Just like so. Okay. And then I'm going to take our little boy gnome. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to lay him down on our cute little tacky towel here and pull him up and get some of the fuzz off. And you can see that there's black on it. That doesn't mean anything. It just means it's well loved and well used. Other than that, it really doesn't mean a thing, because the stencil will still be able to be used really well. Alright, so I think our little gnome guy here, so I'm just making sure that he's pushed down and there's no air bubbles in our silk screened areas. And I am going to pull out, let me see, what do I want to use? Do I want to use the gray? I don't think the gray is going to show up all that well. So I'm going to get into my little container of chalk paste and find my black, which I think is down here. Is that my ink? That's my ink. Alright. Where's the black chalk paste at? I know it liveth. And I know it's around here somewhere. Oh. Haha. I found it. Alright. So, now I have my little squeegee here. I'm going to open up our chalk paste. Going to go ahead and give it a nice little stir, which it is good to go. Alright, I'm just going to spread some of that over there, spread some of that over there. I'm going to take our squeegee, I'm going to work from the top, and I'm going to, actually I'm going to set this guy off to the side, and I'm going to work from the top, making sure all of our silk screened areas are covered. Just like so. I'm going to squeegee up this excess, put it back in the jar. And I'm going to pull from the middle here, and I'm going to peel and review. Voila! And I know it's a little off center, but I like it, just the way it is. I really do not like all of my crafts to be 100% perfect. I think that's what gives them character, and I think that's what makes them unique as well. So I'm just going over our little boy gnome, doing the same thing, starting at the top, making sure all of our silk screened areas are covered. And then I'm just going back in and squeegeeing up all of this excess, putting it back into the jar for another use. And I'm going to do the same thing with this guy. I'm just going to pull from down here at the bottom, and I'm going to just lift this up. Voila! And there is said gnome family. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dry these guys up. Ow. I got a little bit of black on them on the back. Oh well. Alright, now we have other little pieces that come along with said gnomes. And right now I have the Christmas set and the fall set. But what I'm going to do is I am going to give him a buffalo plaid hat. And I'm going to give our... let's see, is that, nope, that's not hers, that's his. There, I'm gonna grab hers, and I'm gonna give them both Tiffany teal hats. I love using my Tiffany teal, and Tiffany teal is, well, teal color is the color of my kitchen, and that is where this lovely little tier tray with these cute little gnomes is going to go. So I am going to go ahead and close up my jar of black. Set my squeegee and stuff aside here. Get that all closed up. I'm going to go ahead and open my Tiffany teal. And I've got my little stir stick here. I'm going to give that a really good stir. Alright, so now I'm going to grab another squeegee out of my squeegee box here. I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, these guys are all good. So I'm going to grab my tacky towel back out, and I'm going to lay this down, and just get some lint on it because I don't want it to pull up any of the black that's already down. So I'm going to take our little boy gnome here, and I'm going to lay down the little hat here. Okay. Lay this down. And oh, nope. Just trying to make sure that this is all within I think I've got it all good here now. Alright, and I'm going to grab my gnome girly hat here. And I'm going to pull in my tacky towel again. And I'm just going to get some fuzz and lint on here. And I'm going to lay this down just like so. Ooh, nope. I'm trying to get this lined up and alright. Making sure that there's no air bubbles in either one. And I'm just going to lay some Tiffany teal down there, some Tiffany teal down here, starting at the top, working my way down, making sure all of my silk screened areas are covered. I'm going to move over here to our little girl. I'm going to just work really quickly, making sure all of our chalk paste is covering all of those silk screened areas, and I'm just going to squeegee up the excess and put it back in the jar for another use. Just come back over here to this guy here, and then I'm going to very gently peel and reveal. So there is one little gnome hat, and here's the second little gnome hat. And voila, there's our cute little gnomes. And all right, let me go ahead and get this all closed up for you, and then I will pull in. Whoa, no, 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 no. Oh, stink. Nuts. This is why I clean up my stuff as soon as I'm done using it, because that's what happens. Alright, I'm going to try and get that little spot off with not taking up the black underneath. Don't know if that's going to happen or not, but we're going to find out. Oh, that makes me crazy. Alright, you know what? I'm going to just leave it. I'm going to leave it. Excuse me. Okay. So now I'm going to just pull in my heat tool here. Get these all nice and dried up. Get that back up. So you don't want to wipe off the black underneath. So I'm just gonna leave it go. Okay, so that is done. And now I'm going to pull back in the tiered tray, and I will show you how I'm going to use it. How I'm going to use these guys. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull these guys up here. And let me grab my tier tray here. Alright, so I'm going to pull you guys back up here to me. And I'm going to, hold on. Sorry if I'm moving you guys a lot. I want to pull you guys out of my tripod so that you can see. Oh, let me see here. Where's my flip around? Okay, so here is my cute little tier tray that we created tonight. And I can put my little gnomes right like so. See? Hey, Darlene, welcome. And so tonight we created this really awesome, let me see, can I zoom back out? No. We created this really awesome 3-tier tray out of Dollar Tree products. Just from the Dollar Tree. This bottom piece here is a pizza pan with some of their white nautical rope. Then this piece and this piece up here came in a 2-pack. They are, what are they? They are stove covers. And we just went ahead and painted them, and I added a little bit of lace around the edge. And then we used some Magnolia Design Company products with these cute little cutout gnomes that you can get on my website. And we used some black chalk paste from Magnolia Design Company and some Tiffany Teal chalk paste. And all of those products that we used from Magnolia Design Company are available on my website. Let me see here. I'm going to pin my website. I'll put it here in the comments so that if you are wanting to get these, if you're not a creator, if you're a creator, you can get all of these products on your back office. So go ahead and get them from, your back office. But if you're not a Magnolia Design Company creator and you are wanting this set of gnomes with this, it would come with the pack of gnomes, the stencil, the original gnome stencil, and 2 of the chalk paste. If you will message Kit in the comments here, I will put a bundle together for you. And that way you can get your own. Oh, no, that's not right. Okay. Let me see. Foxy Chick Design. It's Foxy Chick Designs. So it's Foxy Chick Designs MagnoliaDesignCo.com. So I'm going to go ahead and put that up there again. And I'll take that other one off. I just want to make sure. Now, how did I do that again? Okay. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and I will get this pinned. For some reason, every time I post this, it changes it for me. Okay, there we go. Now I got it. Hey, Chris, welcome. You're catching the very tail end here. But this, I just think this turned out super, super cute. If you wanted to, you could put a little handle up here so that you could have a handle to decorate. Hey, Lisa, welcome. But you don't have to. But I do. I love how this 3-tier tray turned out. Obviously, you'd have to be careful, with what you put, on each, tray, just because it is, I don't want to say it's flimsy, because it's not flimsy, but you will want to watch, what you put on your tiers. But I'm going to go ahead and pull you back up here to me. But anyway, thank you so much for popping on with me tonight. I appreciate it. I know this has been a very long video, but with putting together the tier tray and then doing the cute little gnomes, I knew it was going to take a little bit of time. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for popping on and joining me for this really neat DIY. So thank you again so much. I will be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time with our Tuesday tutorial. So I look forward to seeing you all then. Thanks for watching. Have a great night. Bye.